The abandoned village in France. France, deep in the rolling hills of the Auvergne region, there exists a village that no map dares name. Locals speak of it in whispers, a place swallowed by fog and time. They say it has been abandoned for decades, yet sometimes, if the wind is right, you can hear the faint laughter of children in the empty streets. My name is Julian, and I had always been drawn to such places. The allure of forgotten history, the mystery of stories untold. I arrived on a grey afternoon, the sun shrouded behind low, heavy clouds. The road narrowed into a twisting path lined with gnarled oak trees. Every branch seemed to point a skeletal finger, warning me to turn back. But curiosity is a persistent companion, and so I continued. Footsteps on cobblestones, wind whistles through broken windows. The first thing I noticed, the silence. It was absolute but not comforting. No birds, no distant chatter, no rustle of leaves, just the echo of my own boots against the cobblestones, swallowed immediately by the void around me. Distant whispering, faint sound of a bell chiming somewhere far away. As I walked past the village square, the houses, they were intact yet decayed, windows like blank eyes staring, doors hung crooked on their hinges, some creaking as if pushed by invisible hands. The smell, damp, rotting wood, mixed with something sweeter, something metallic, like old blood. I stepped into the inn at the corner. The air was colder here, as if the walls themselves were exhaling frost. A fireplace lay cold, ashes settled thick like dust over the hearth, and then I heard it, a whisper, soft, almost polite, but unmistakably human. Whisper, barely audible. Julian, Julian. My heart skipped a beat. I was alone, or I thought I was, but the whisper, it called my name. I spun around, but nothing, just shadows that seemed to quiver in the corners. I tried to rationalize it. Wind, my imagination, the village, a trick of memory. But even as I told myself that, the creaking upstairs began. Footsteps, deliberate, pacing, slow. I did not climb those stairs. I could feel them watching me, just beyond the threshold of reason. Door slams shut. Wind howls through broken panes. Soft, indistinct singing. Night fell faster than it should have. Fog rolled in thick, hugging the cobblestones, swallowing the square. And then, the faces began. Not real faces, just glimpses in the shadows. Children playing in corners, women peeking behind door frames, men leaning from broken windows, all pale, all silent. Every time I blinked, they shifted, closer, yet never fully there. A sound behind me, laughter, low, crooked, echoing off the walls. I turned, an empty street, yet I could feel a presence. My skin prickled. I could hear breathing, soft, but not mine, circling me, waiting. And then, a voice, deeper this time, commanding, almost angry. Voice deep, echoing. You shouldn't be here. I wanted to run. My legs trembled, but my feet, they were glued to the stones. The air itself seemed to resist my movement. And from the inn, the singing started again. Not cheerful, not human. A dirge, a lullaby that promised nothing but sorrow and despair, and beneath it, a rhythm, a heartbeat, slower, like something ancient awakening. Heartbeat intensifies, doors bang, wind turns into a howl, shadows move like liquid. I turned back to the inn. The windows were now dark pools reflecting me, but not just me. Something behind me, tall, thin, limbs too long. Its eyes were empty voids, its mouth, it smiled where it shouldn't. I ran. The streets twisted, no longer the paths I had walked. Buildings moved, shifted, doors opened, closed, creating new passages. Whispers rose into screams, laughter into shrieks. The ground beneath my feet. It seemed to pulse, as though the village itself was alive. And then, the children. Faces pale as moonlight, eyes black as the abyss. They ran around me, chanting words I could not understand, their small hands reaching for my legs. And above it all, the inn's front door slammed open. The shadow stepped out, its presence suffocating. I cannot describe the fear, not fully. It was the sensation that the air itself was pressing against my chest, my heart, my mind, and in that moment I realized the village does not want to be found. It does not let go. Louder heartbeat, whispers overlapping, sound of doors slamming repeatedly, sudden silence, wind stops. A single creaking door echoes slowly. I awoke at dawn, not in the village, but on the edge of the forest, my clothes torn, my boots covered in mud. The fog had lifted. The village was gone. I tried to tell the authorities. They found no road, no ruins, nothing. But sometimes, in the quiet moments when the wind howls just so, I can still hear it. The whispers, the laughter, the heart.